Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and unprecedented or not unprecedented, unexpected things has happened. Uh, Donald Trump has sent a special envoy to Venezuela to negotiate with Maduro, and this has borne some positive results. So for some context, Biden have refused to negotiate or talk to Venezuela. And that is the reason is because they do not want to legitimize legitimatize Maduro as the legal leader or rightful leader to Venezuela. However, despite this criticism or this possibility, Donald Trump still sent a special envoy and have met Maduro to negotiate. And this positive result. So this is the special envoy Richard Grenell, who have met with Maduro, which Maduro looks impressively huge in comparison. Such a huge guy. So so 6 Americans that was previously arrested, which is supposedly special forces, that was at least alleged by Maduro, Maduro, the president of Venezuela, was now freed by the government back to United States. So the 6 Americans have returned to United States together with the special envoy and Richard Grenell, and so yeah, which means the special forces, these secret operation troops, has finally returned. It's important to also note that these troops, these 6 potential special ops, was probably sent into operation by Joe Biden, and they were left there. So quite some horrible situation, and I'm quite sure that we're gonna hear some special stories, or some interesting stories in the near future, or somewhat from these 6 guys, or maybe Donald Trump, about their mission in Venezuela, and know how all this shit went to hell, and how they were left behind by Biden possibility. So the negotiation is not just for the 6 men; it was also for other stuff, like to deport Venezuelans back to Venezuela. So Grenell wrote on X that they were heading home with the 6 Americans, and they just spoken to Donald Trump, and they couldn't stop thanking him. So this according to this article by LA Times, the state that the Venezuelans that was in Venezuela or in the United States were all shocked that Donald Trump decided to talk to Maduro instead of this maximum pressure campaign that was so-called promised. And but they did and insist, Donald Trump and the team did insist that they are still going to continue to pressure Maduro and to bring back democracy back to Venezuela, whatever that's supposed to mean. So this is interesting development, and Maduro clearly is pretty happy that Trump has decided to send an envoy, and this actually is like a high key, low key recognition that Maduro is actually the leader, or at least the dictator or controller of Venezuela. So this is some kind of like a swallow of the pride by the United States. But at least Donald Trump got back this 6 men, and especially if they are really from special ops, they are really SOF. Then I think like maybe they're Delta Force or something. Then I think Donald Trump really was prioritizing the safety and of the soldiers, and try to bring them back instead of trying to play political games and try to look good in front of the camera. So that's a positive. But diplomatically, this is gonna make it a little bit harder, because as mentioned, this meeting might lend legitimacy to Maduro. So, but Donald Trump, this is what Donald Trump answered. I did watch the presser. He said they wanted to do something with Venezuela. He's a very big opponent of Maduro. So they said Venezuela did not treat them very good. And most importantly, he said that Maduro treated the Venezuelan people very badly. So he did also say that the special envoy did meet a lot of people, but they are all for the people of Venezuela, which I would say take it with a pinch of salt, because Trump's focus is still America first. So it's just important to note it's America first, which is why the Americans is gotten back first. Venezuelans, welfare is later. So you can see the Elliot Abrams, which was the special envoy to Venezuela during the first Trump administration, wasn't pleased. He said that this is terrible timing, and he said that this meeting will be used to legitimize the rule and show that the Americans recognize him as a president. And so they say that if the purpose is to deliver a tough message about migration issues, the president could have done that himself. There's no need to send someone to Caracas. And but I mean, clearly this Maduro, I think this is totally a valid statement, a valid comment or analysis. I think Maduro clearly welcomed the special envoy. You can see that from the photo, he looks pretty pleased. And then whoever this person is, looks super happy. So it was a pretty seemingly positive meeting. So yeah, so this is not just the only bad news for Venezuelans. There's another bad news for Venezuelans. Donald Trump has revoked Biden's last-minute deportation protection extension for 500,000 Venezuelans. So Joe Biden, before he left office, actually signed a executive order to extend the temporary protection status to 600,000 Venezuelan nationals by 18 months, and this is now revoked by the DHS. So this is now gone. So tentatively, this is probably part of the entire plan, by Donald Trump to focus on getting the migration, the immigrant situation in order. And yeah, it's unknown if they would extend this extension later, but tentatively they have revoked everything that Biden has done, and this is just part of the process. The problem is that many of these are people who run away from Venezuela, from the dictator. They are trying to work in the United States or something. So this is fleeing economic instability under Maduro. So this accounted by Border Patrol. So many of this is probably illegal immigrants. So which means that this is going to be a problem, because illegal immigrants is something that Trump is trying to stamp out. And if many of these people might actually be sent back to Venezuela by the look of it, but hard to say. So the tentatively things is going to be rather bad. From my understanding, they're going to be sent to third country. I think for whoever I think all the Venezuelans right now that was deported, I think they were not sent back to Venezuela itself, because they do not have the diplomatic relationship. I think they are sent to the third country. From memory, I think it's Mexico, but I'm not entirely sure right now. But this is just from memory. So there's a lot of bad news for the Venezuelans. And definitely, Maduro is the happy winner right now, because he first successfully caught all these special ops, which allegedly special ops, and then now he managed to get a special envoy to talk to him from Donald Trump. So definitely he's looking up. So let's see how this continue to play out. I just thought that this is actually a pretty important in terms of the ongoing geopolitical developments between Venezuela and Trump and or United States. But generally, Trump's administration continue to hold this perspective despite the reality being otherwise, that they're still going to be hard on Venezuela. So I think Venezuela is not very high on the priority list of of the things that Trump is focusing on. So yeah, don't expect too much from this at this moment. So anyway, that's it. Press the like button, subscribe. This is the DPA News channel. This is an entirely different channel. So please subscribe to support the channel if you want to hear more news and regarding geopolitics, and as well as my opinions on certain things. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next update.